Okay, hey you guys. I'm gonna make a YouTube video today because my friend Connor Blackbird kind of put me up to it, so just bear with me on this. So I guess I'm just gonna do a video on showing you guys my drawings and stuff that I do. A lot of my drawings aren't original work. Some of them are. Some of them aren't. I'll try to tell you which ones are or not. A lot of them I kind of have to look at a picture and draw from. So kind of how that works. That's why they look like pictures on the internet, because that's how I work at. Like I said, I'll try to tell you guys which ones are mine or not, and which ones I kind of went off the internet for, but no promises if I remember. I work with a couple different mediums. I'll use pen, pencil, charcoal pencils, like the charcoal sticks. I kind of figured out how to use. I use a lot of oil pastel. One of them has colored pencil in it. Yeah, that's about it. I don't mess around with paint or anything. I really suck at that. Good at welding, can't paint. It's weird. So my first one's kind of like a Zentangle type form. These were I kind of went off the internet for. I thought they were really cool, so I tried to copy it. This one's original work. Well, actually, never mind. Sorry, that actually is from the internet. The fan art of Castiel, kind of do my own take on it. Haven't got around to the background. I probably won't, because I kind of like it the way that is. I think it makes the Castiel stand out a lot more. That was in a charcoal pencil. These ones are from the internet. That's oil pastel. That was kind of my first take on it. I really liked how it went, but I wondered how it would look with color in it. So this one is it with color. That's another oil pastel. Just a lot of blue, black. Obviously, the cleaner version's the prettier one, but I had a lot of fun with it, so that's pretty much what counts in my mind. I have another fan art of that Castiel. This is an oil pastel. This drawing was my first time ever using oil pastel, so a lot of this was a learning experience, a lot of asking my younger sister. She's really big into art. How do I use this? What do I do with it? Next, from the internet as well, is a charcoal pencil drawing. So, ballet feet. So, yeah. I saw it on Pinterest, and I was like, it looks simple. I wonder if I could do it. After I stared at it for 10 minutes. This one is another charcoal pencil from the internet. That one took me a long time to get right, but I'm really proud of that. It's one of my favorite ones I drew. Another internet. I drew this in pencil originally, and then I went back to a charcoal pencil and kind of shaded it out a little bit better. So I really like how that one went. It's a little bit more of a anime style, I guess you'd call that. And anime style is not really my thing, but kind of went with it. This is another charcoal pencil on the internet. Another anime style. Not my favorite style. I kind of screwed up on her face. It's supposed to be further up instead of as back and hidden by her hair, but it worked, I guess. That one I'd prefer to forget that I ever had drawn. It was kind of how to draw a tree, how-to guides. I read through it and then I tried it, and not too pretty of a result. So this one is charcoal pencil. It's another fan art. This time of Dean Winchester. I'm really into supernatural, if you can't tell. So a lot of my fan art, a lot of my drawings encompass that. I really screwed up on that one. I really don't know what to say. But hey, I learned something. Drawing people, not my thing. Backside of that, it's just I thought that looked cool, so I traced some lines into it. That's an original work, if you're wondering. Obviously, it's abstract-ish. I don't even know if that counts as abstract. I don't know art. This is one of my first drawings when I first got charcoal pencils. It is supposed to be from Doctor Who, the TARDIS. I looked at a fan art, of course, and I still screwed it up. Seems to be my style of screwing things up. So I guess this one I I'm kind of proud of how I shaded stuff. That's like what the only pride I can get out of that. Charcoal pencil, I kind of like looked at different bird pictures that were silhouetted, and I traced them onto here, and I blacked them. Sorry, you're getting this horrible glare on that. So that's how it works. This next one is all charcoal again, and it was like a really creepy like picture, and it came with a quote on it. I didn't write the quote in because I just really like the creepiness of it. It's one of my favorites to have drawn, in all honesty, because of how creepy and dark it just makes me like think of. So that was a lot of fun. My hands were like covered in charcoal after that, so it was really cool. Okay, I love Toothless, like from How to Train Your Dragon Toothless, so here you go. That is Dragon. This is a fan art. This had charcoal and crayon in that part's crayon. And it had like Hiccup falling. And I tried drawing it really lightly in pencil to see if I can like draw the Hiccup, but I couldn't. So I kind of just erased it. I was like, you know what, it looks pretty cool by itself. So Hiccup is not part of that. This is another Toothless. This was charcoal. I saw that on Pinterest and I was like, that's really cool. I really like these simple blacked out things. My mind can wrap around the concept of that a lot easier. Sorry, I forgot English. Than the whole shading techniques. So there's that. My favorite movie is Treasure Planet. So this is done in oil pastels. And it's not perfect. It was looking at a fan art and kind of getting it close, and I know I could get it nowhere close to that fan art because it was amazing, and it was done in watercolors, it looked like. But here's my oil pastel take on that. If you can't tell, that's Jim Hawkins, the main character, kind of standing at one of the portals. And yeah, I was just incredibly proud of that work. I actually started it out as a like kind of bored, let's just get this done, and then it turned into this 3-hour long project because I don't even know how it turned into 3 hours. It just did. This is a cartoon joke I saw on the internet. I drew the last panel of it because I thought it was cute. So I just thought that was adorable. I was running off no sleep and a lot of caffeine that night. So there you go. I shaded that balloon really good though. I was really proud of myself. Okay, the rest of these are gonna be really old. A lot of these were how-tos from the internet from like a couple years ago. My drawing is very draw for like 2 weeks straight, don't touch it again for a year. So it's just kind of the way it goes with me. Simple, basic mountains. Again, from years ago when I was still signing my work. I don't sign my work anymore. I'm not that serious about it. At the time, I was like, in that 2-week period, I was convinced I was going to be an artist. And nope. Just a lighthouse. This next one's is Untangle. It's done in pencil. I kind of just looked at the patterns on Pinterest, and then I just added them to my flower as I went. It was my first time ever doing it. It took me about a month to finish, and I'd work like every weekend for a couple hours on it when time permitted. And that is results. I need to like hold this up for you better. But there you go. That's the result of that. I was really proud of that. That was my first Untangle. That was one of the first times I'd ever heard about that art form. And so I was really excited to try it. So I went ahead and did. Since then, I kind of did a pen version of this, black ink. And kind of just included a lot of the styles I used in that flower onto this paper, just so I could kind of keep track on how I did it, and so I could kind of review in my mind how I did it. And this was the result. It was a lot of playing around with how stuff goes, and like what might look good with itself, and I'll just turn that on the side for whatever reason. And stop shaking this. But yeah, that's how that one went. The backside was doodles from one night. There's a whole story behind this, but I'll spare you the details because this is already a 10-minute long video, and if you stuck with me this far, I applaud you, because even Connor probably skipped through this at this point. So Connor, if you're still watching this at 10 minutes and 27 seconds, congrats, man, you got commitment. So there's that. Obviously, dragon, Viking, warrior stuff. Again, whole backstory, you ain't getting. This next one's simple little flower, oil pastel, and pencil. Didn't turn out how I thought it was gonna be, but like second oil pastel drawing, I think. So learning the ropes. Next one, just little thingies I saw off the internet. Basically, thought it was cool, sketched it out. Alright. These are difficult to explain, so I'm not going to show you. I have some notes of drawings I did. More notes, drawings. I have a landscape in pencil from years ago that I had done. So, that. And then my last drawing is an oil pastel drawing. I drew this the other night. Well, oil pastel and pencil. Really proud of this. It was, again, from Treasure Planet, my absolutely favorite Disney movie of all time. And my favorite part is the beginning, when Jim's riding his, like, sun surfer. And as a kid, I always thought I was gonna grow up to be this kid. Like, I was gonna grow up and be Jim, and I was gonna have a, like, sun surfer, and I was gonna get in trouble with the cops, and I was gonna have this totally adventurous life like him. Hasn't really happened. I mean, obviously, we don't have sun surfers or anything like that, but made my own adventures with what I had to do, I guess. So, but still, he was like my childhood hero. Hasn't turned human in front of me yet, so here he is. I absolutely love this one. There's a lot of purplish, pink, very girly colors, I guess. I wasn't planning on using those, but that's what I had in my oil pastels. And so that's what got used, basically. But yeah, blending his coat, quite a learning experience. You kind of learn on the fly type thing, which I guess is a good thing. I'm used to doing that. So, alright, that's my art video. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and if there's a lot of speaking mistakes and all that, again, I don't know how to edit. I'm not going to do multiple takes, because I can't splunch them together, so get what you get. Alright, see you guys, have a great night.